Good morning. Good morning. This is Charles Coachman, and this is Bay Area Let's Talk the Holy Bible. I am having nothing but problems getting this system up. My computer is running slow, so I hope that you can hear me. Sorry for getting on here late. Like I said, the computer was going extremely slow. So I am first day after 45 days, and wouldn't you know, nothing is working right. I can't even tell by my monitor if anything is going on, but we're going to go ahead and read through here and get us going with Proverbs. I can't pull anything up on my screen, so we are having, let's see. See if I can pull this up. Can't do it. Trying to take a look at comments, but I can't see them. So I am having a difficult time here. Let's see what we've got. And nothing is scrolling, but I can see that I've got Lana here and telling me there you are. And again, I just want to say I apologize for being so late. Blessings, everybody in the mobile unit. It's all good. From Lana, Scott Ricard. Man, my computer is really messing up. So Scott Ricard, good morning, Charles. Good to see you back. We can see them. You can see them. I can't see them, so that's a bit of a hassle. Good morning, everyone. Gloria Brown, welcome back, Coach. Frank Nell, good morning, Charles. Diane Cazares Hayhurst, good morning, Charles. So good to see you. I think that's what it says because it just went away. Good to see you. Blessings, everyone here. Good morning. Kathy, good morning. Welcome back, Charles. Well, I feel like I've been punked here trying to get this going. Not hearing anything. So I am wondering what is happening here. I can't hear anything coming through my system. Maybe I've shut everything off, but I don't think so. All right. Well, let's see. I can't even scroll down to any more of my comments. I'll get this straightened out here in a few minutes. But let's go. We're going to go ahead and get into Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1. Chapter 1. We'll go ahead and get that going. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to discern the sayings of understanding, to receive instruction in wise behavior, righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the naive, to the youth, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase in learning, and a man of understanding will acquire wise counsel. To understand a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of the knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Indeed, they are graceful wreath to your head and ornaments about your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. If they say, come with us, lie in wait for blood, let us ambush the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them alive like Sheol, even whole as those who go down to the pit. We will find all kinds of precious wealth. We will find our houses with spoil. Throw in your lot with us. We shall have one purse. My son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your feet from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they hasten to shed blood. Indeed, it is useful to spread the baited net in the sight of any bird. But they lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush their own lives. So are the ways of everyone who gains by violence. It takes away from the life of its possessors. Wisdom warns. Wisdom shouts in the street. She lifts her voice in the square. At the head of the noisy street, she cries out. At the entrance of the gates of the city, she utters her sayings. How long, O naive ones, will you love being simple-minded? And scoffers delight themselves in scoffing. And fools hate knowledge. Turn to my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit on you. I will make my words known to you. Because I called and you refused, I stretched out my hand and no one paid attention. And you neglect all my counsel and did not want my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your dread comes. When your dread comes like a storm and your calamity comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then they will call on me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find me because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would not accept my counsel. They spurned my reproof, so they shall eat of the fruit of their own way and be satiated with their own devices. For the waywardness of the wise, for the waywardness of the naive will kill them, and the complacencies of fools will destroy them. But he who listens to me shall live securely, and we will be at ease from the dread of evil. Now, I want to just turn back to verse 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. When we base our lives on the truth of God, his holiness, power, love, wisdom, goodness, and salvation, we build on the only solid, eternal, unchanging foundation for life. And that is what we do when we trust in God. Let's see what we've got here real quick. I'm going to see if any of these will pop up. Maybe. We got 2 birthdays today, and one of us a remembrance, but one of them is Mika Stratton. She's a realtor here in the South Bay. And Mika, happy birthday to you. And the other is my Aunt Sandra, who just passed away a little more than a month ago. So God bless you, Aunt Sandra. I'm thinking about you and thinking about your whole family. And I am grateful for the part and the role that you played in my life. All right, let's take a quick look and see if I can get some of our friends now. I want to say this, that I don't have all the names from the other the folks that have been with us, and it looks like I've even messed up this list here. Curtis Brown, Rex Smith, Danny Magagliano, Red Burkheimer, Shelley Elliott, Nancy Kurtbrand, Ashley Van Winkle, Jeff Rainey, and that should be Keith Landris on the end there. Somehow I've made it go away, and I'm very sorry about that. And I know that there are quite a few other people that we have been talking about for the last month plus. And I would be remiss if I didn't give thanks to Lana, to Kevin Fitzgerald, Kevin, or Fitz, to Tom Ginn, to Gloria Brown, to Eric. I am grateful to each one of you. And I know that Jay had also come on there. And I am grateful to you guys. I can't tell you how much it meant to me and means to me that you've done that. And I am certainly, I liked what was going on. I hope everyone else did. I hope that everyone has stayed tuned. But if I am leaving it open, if we want to come on and share the reading, that'd be great. my throat is already wiped out after just one small reading. I wanted everything to come off without a hitch this morning and get into my computer's running as slow as it can be. I went through and tested everything last night. It was all set, and now I can't get anything up there. So let's see here real quick. I'll take a quick look at messages before we go into Isaiah. Frank Nell, good. The voice is better. Welcome back. I can't, like I said, I can't see him. Thank you for sharing, Frank Nell. Tom Ginn, thank you. Thank you for being a part and helping out with the reading. That was great. And again, I want to welcome everybody that was part of this and everyone that's a part of this group. If you feel like coming on and reading, you are more than welcome, because there's plenty of reading to be done, especially on a Monday. All right, let's go ahead and get back here. I am going to take on Isaiah 29. Now, I've went through and I've read these, and I've got to say that I haven't picked up a book and read for the last month, just because my neck was completely stiff and it was hard to read. And so I went through there. And so these are the first times that I picked up these books in 45 days. I thought I could get in there and read, and it was just a little bit too difficult. But I want to go ahead and get started with Jeremiah 29. I'm going to take one more sip, maybe get some water this time. Again, I just want to thank Lana and Fitz and everyone who took part in this. Eric Flournoy, I know that you were a busy cat, but I want to thank you. Gloria Brown, thank you. Tom Ginn, thank you. Keith Landris was on there for a couple days, so Keith, thank you. And also Jay Skinner. So thank you. And if there was anyone else that I have missed, I was sleeping most of the time, and that's the first time in a year that I have slept in. So forgive me, but we're getting better. All right, let's go to Jerusalem. Woe is Ariel. Woe is Ariel. Ariel, the city where David once camped. And year to year observe your feasts on schedule. I will bring distress to Ariel, and she will be a city of lamenting and mourning, and she will be like an Ariel to me. I will camp against you, encircling. I will camp against you, encircling you, and I will set siege work against you, and I will raise up battle towers against you. Then you will be brought low from the earth. You will speak from the dust where you are prostrate. Your words will come. Your voice will be like that of a spirit from the ground, and your speech will whisper from the dust. But the multitude of your enemies will become like fine dust, and the multitude of the ruthless ones like the chaff will blow away. And it will happen instantly, suddenly. From the Lord of hosts, you will be punished with thunder and earthquake and loud noise, with whirlwind and tempest and the flame of consuming fire. And the multitude of all the nations who wage war against Ariel, even all who wage war against her and her stronghold who distress her, will be like a dream, a vision of the night. It will be like when a hungry man dreams, and behold, when he is eating, but when he awakens, his hunger is not satisfied. Or as when a thirsty man dreams, and behold, he is drinking, but when he awakens, behold, he is faint, and his thirst is not quenched. Thus the multitude of all the nations will be who wage war against Mount Zion. Be delayed and wait. Blind yourselves and be blind. They become drunk, not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord has poured over you a spirit of deep sleep. He has shut your eyes, the prophets, and he has covered your heads, the seers. The entire vision will be to you like the words of a sealed book, which when they give it to the one who is literate, saying, please read this, he will say, I cannot, for it is sealed. Then the book will be given to the one who is illiterate, saying, please read this, and he will say, I cannot read. Then the Lord said, because the people draw near with their words and honor me with their lip service, but they remove their hearts far from me, and their reverence for me consists of tradition learned by rote. Therefore, behold, I will once again deal marvelously with the people, wondrously marvelous, and the wisdom of the wise men will perish, and the discernment of the discerning men will be concealed. Woe to those who deeply hide their plans from the Lord, and whose deeds are done in a dark place. And they say, who sees us? Or who knows us? You turn things around. Shall the potter be considered an equal with the clay, that what is made would say to its maker, he did not make me? Or what is formed to say him who formed it, he has no understanding? Blessing after discipline. It is not yet just a little while, but before Lebanon will be turned into a fertile field, and the fertile field will be considered as a forest. On that day, the deaf man will hear words of a book, and out of their gloom and darkness, the eyes of the blind will see. The afflicted will also increase their gladness in the Lord, and the needy of mankind will rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the ruthless will come to an end, and the scorner will be finished. Indeed, all who are intent on doing evil will be cut off. Who causes a person to be indicted by a word, and ensnare him who adjudicates at the gate, and defraud the one in the right with meaningless arguments? Therefore, thus says the Lord, who redeemed Abraham, concerning the house of Jacob, Jacob shall now be ashamed, now shall his face now turn pale, not shall his face now turn pale. But when he sees his children, the work of my hands in his midst, they will sanctify my name. Indeed, they will sanctify the Holy One of Jacob. And I will stand in awe of the God of Israel. Those who err in mind will know me, will know the truth, and those who criticize will accept instruction. That was Isaiah 29. And I just learned something today. As the reading the first couple of verses, it talks about, I will bring distress to Ariel. Woe, O Ariel, and the city where David once camped, and the year to absorb your feasts on schedule. I will bring distress to Ariel, and I will bring a city of lamenting and mourning, and she will be like an Ariel to me. So there are two things. Ariel, the city, and then Ariel, the hearth, where burnt offerings were being made, were being served. So you had two things. Ariel referred to a city, and you had Ariel referring to the hearth, where all the burnt goods, whether it be meat, whether it be lamb, whatever was being served was right there. So there were Ariel being two names. I want to read one more, 29:13. And then the Lord said, because the people draw near with words and honor me with their lip service, but they remove their hearts far from me, and their reverence for me consists of tradition learned by rote. God isn't just impressed with passionless prayers and dead devotion. Read that one more time. God isn't just unimpressed with passionless prayers and dead devotion. He detests them. He has no interest in outward compliance, devoid of inward desire to please him. He wants us, not just our words, deeds, or possessions. He wants us. He wants us. And I'm just reminded last night that we, yesterday afternoon, early evening, we went down to the church that we had belonged to for many years, and we helped serve or take part in a party that they have for all the kids in the neighborhood. And it was a blessing. And it's a blessing to be able to serve folks. And what we do each year, we're asked to come back. And we had my wife's best friend in the world passed away. And so she was one of those that served every year. And so we got to talk about our friend for a little while, because what we did was we took the items that she used on a yearly basis, and we shared those items once again. Plus, we had a poster that was out there, and we were able to talk about our friend and share about her and her husband and her son, what they had meant to the church, and how much they loved the people at East Valley, and all the young ones, and that's what it's all about, being able to share. I'm going to take a quick look at messages real quick to see if I can see anything. And Mark Rodriguez, good morning to you, buddy. I haven't spoken with you in a while. It's I haven't really been on the air very much at all in 45 days, little if none, just to come in and say hi real quick. So Mark, God bless you, man. I hope that you are doing well. Now, let's go ahead and turn to Ephesians 6:10 through 20. See if I can find that in this good book. Don't have everything marked, so let's see what we got. I want to go to 6:10, and we're going to put on the armor of God. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the full armor of God so that you will be able to stand firm against the schemes of the devil. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the powers, against the world forces of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the full armor of God so that you'll be able to resist in the evil day, and having done everything to stand firm. Stand firm, therefore, having girded your loins with truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace, in addition to all, taking up the shield of faith, which you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. With all prayer and petition, pray at all times in the Spirit. With this in view, be on the alert with all perseverance and petition for all the saints, and pray on my behalf, that utterance may be given to me in the opening of my mouth, to make known with boldness the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, and that in proclaiming it, I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. That is from Paul. That is his letter to the Ephesians, chapter 6:10 through 20. Hey, I want to thank everyone for being here today. I'm so grateful to each one of you. We will get everything together, hopefully have this thing running properly tomorrow. But I want to thank each one of you for being here. God bless. If you would like to share this out, please do. I forgot to mention my friend Curtis Brown. He is going to be speaking with or testifying in front of the Supreme Court of the United States today. So, Curtis, we are very proud of you, all of your friends that have known you for years and years. God bless you, man. Have an awesome day, and just speak the word of truth. I wish everyone a wonderful day. If you've got an opportunity to give someone a hand, please do it. God bless. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We'll start it up on time. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. Well, machine's not even letting me shut down. So let's see if we're going to